Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I've got a KDP book niche that can help you sell more books. It's a crazy low competition KDP book niche that not only sells consistently, but can also help you generate a steady stream of passive income. Now I know how frustrating it can be trying to find profitable niches when so many areas are oversaturated. But don't worry, because this niche is still proving to bring in consistent sales month after month for publishers. But before that, if you've been wanting to create low and medium content books and don't know where to start, feel free to check out my KDP royalty roadmap, where I go through step by step to show you how to create your very first book from start to finish. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link down below. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online, whether it be through Amazon KDP or another online business. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So today we're talking about the medical planner journal niche. Now these books are in high demand, and here's the best part about this. Sellers are consistently making hundreds every single month with these simple yet profitable books. Now these books are easy to create. They don't require expensive tools, making this niche perfect to jump into if you're ready to start earning on Amazon KDP. Now, if we hop on over to Amazon and make a search for medical planner journal, we're going to come up with all of this information. And this is going to come from Titan's Quick View, which is a free plugin that I use for KDP research. And it's going to give you things like the exact total results, which is 2,845, as opposed to Amazon, which, as you can see, only lists over 2,000 results. It's very important to have the total results when you're doing your KDP research. It also gives you the exact match, meaning how many books are ranking for this exact keyword in their title. We see 0 out of 48. And then how many books are independently published, meaning how many books are KDP books. And in this case, we see 12. It's also going to give you information on the bestsellers rank. So we can see an average of 214,257, which is actually pretty good, because if you plug that into a KDP book sales calculator, that's going to come out to about $18 per day and $566 per month on average of these books that show up here on the first page of Amazon. Now we also get the reviews. So the average is 315 reviews per book and the average price of $19.32, which is going to tell you that this is a high priced niche, because the average, I would say, for a KDP book is going to be around $6.99, $7.99. And also it gives you a niche score. So as you can see, this has a score of 80. Now, when I'm doing niche research and I'm trying to validate a niche, I'm looking for 3 specific things. Number 1 has to do with the competition. Now, we don't want to put our books in places where it's way too competitive. So really what I'm looking for are the search results. That's going to tell me how many books are in for a certain keyword in a niche. And that's going to be search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is basically going to tell me that there's going to be less competition and there's going to be a higher chance at getting my book ranked on the first page of Amazon without having to use ads. Number 2, I'm looking for demand. Now, in order to find demand, what I look for are 3 or more KDP books that have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are selling right now at about 1 per day, which means that people are looking for these books and they're buying them. So there's demand here. And then number 3, I'm looking for a niche score provided by Titan's Quick View that basically validates all of this, that has a score of 50 and higher. Back on Amazon, we see the niche score of 80. So that's higher than the 50 that I'm looking for. So that is a good sign. And we also see that if we go through the books here, we're going to see at least 3 books that have a BSR of 300,000 or below. For example, when I hover over this one, we can see under publisher, it says independently published, which means it's a KDP book, but it has a bestsellers rank of 444. So that's a little bit high, but these are the type of books we're looking for. So like this one right here, independently published with a bestsellers rank of 197,000. So we know this book is selling well. We're going to look for 2 more just like that to basically tell us that there is enough demand here for a KDP book. This one is just right on the edge, 347,000. We have another one a little bit higher at 719,000. This one is at 197,000. So if we find one more, we know that there's demand here. And then we have this one at 152,000. So my step 2 has already been satisfied, because there are 3 books right here that rank below that 300,000. But the problem with this niche in general is that when we go up to the search results, we see total results of 2,845. And if you remember with my step one, I'm looking for about 1,000 and then below. So this is actually way too high. I would consider this a little bit too competitive, and you would need to run ads to basically boost your book to help get it seen on the first page of Amazon. Now, this is a common problem. And when this issue happens, it's not a big deal. All you have to do is something called niching down or finding a sub niche, which basically means finding a niche more specific than this. So for example, medical planner journal. Well, if we go ahead and click up on the search bar right here on Amazon, it's actually going to help us with this problem. So as you can see, these two come up. These are Amazon search suggestions by people that are actually making these searches. And this one is chronic illness, medical planner and journal, chronic illness, medical planner and journal dated. Now, this is just a sample of what you can do when you start niching down, is finding a sub niche, but this is kind of the idea. Now, another way to find niches or to niche down is by using a tool like Publisher Rocket with their reverse ASIN lookup, because they make it really easy. All you have to do is find a book that you're going to be competing with and put in their ASIN or ISBN in here. So for example, if we find a book like this one that we want to use, let's go ahead and copy the ISBN and then take it back into Publisher Rocket. We're going to paste it, go get 'em Rocket, and then it's going to come up with all of the keywords that this book has ranked for on Amazon. So we're going to have hundreds of keywords here. You can go through this one by one if you want. You can also just click the magnifying glass to start having Publisher Rocket show you some information on the niche. And so this first column is going to be the average sales per month. This second column is going to be how many searches per month are happening for this keyword. And then the third row is going to be the competition score from Publisher Rocket. What you're really looking for are two green boxes here, which is basically going to tell you that this niche might have some potential. So all you have to do is just keep clicking, clicking, clicking until you find something that works. As you can see, these ones might work. Health log journal, 724 search, 11 competition score. That might potentially work. So this is a great way to find these sub niches or niching down. Personal health logbook. As you can see, they're both green right here, 364 number of searches, and then 11, so a low competition score. So this is actually one of my favorite ways of finding unlimited niches, because if we scroll down, well, you can see there are 10 pages worth of keywords, and you can basically just go and look through all of them. Now, if you want to check out Publisher Rocket, I'll leave a link down below. Now, I've actually done the research for you, and the sub niche that I found is personal medical logbook. Now, the total results, 1,449. So it's not so bad. It is above 1,000, but it's not so competitive. So you're still going to have a good chance at potentially getting your book ranked on the first page of Amazon without having to resort to ads. Now we see a niche score of 77, so still quite high. The average bestsellers rank is 402,000. The average review is 163 per book, and the average price still pretty high at $11.20. And then when we look at the exact match, well, there's only 3 books here that exactly match this keyword in their title, and then 30 independently published books. So there's a lot of potential here for profits. One more thing we have to look for are 3 or more KDP books that rank 300,000 or below. We have this one at 104,000. This one is at 142,000. This one is at 212,000. This one's at 129,000. So right away, just after the first few books, we know that there's going to be enough demand here. We have another one here at 197,000, 284,000. So lots and lots of books that are selling well, lots of demand here. So this is going to have a lot of potential for profits. This is the one that you want to go after if you want to get into this niche. Now, if we check out this book, this My Personal Medical Logbook, a health record keeper and journal, we're going to see it has a book ranking of 197,000, which if you plug into the KDP book sales calculator, that equates to about 2 sales per day, 60 per month, and estimated royalties about $6 per day and $194 per month, which is actually pretty decent considering this is technically just a logbook. And so you're going to have many, many logbooks just like this, performing just like this. And at the end of the day, all of this income, all of these royalties are all going to add up to something more significant. Now we can see the paperback price is $8.99. The print length, or how many pages are in the book, is 126 pages, and the dimensions 8 by 10, or you could also do an 8.5 by 11 inch book. Now checking out the sample, very simple standard cover here, nothing too crazy. You could probably make this a lot easier on a program like Canva. And the first page, this medical logbook belongs to very standard stuff, table of contents. And then here comes the actual meat of the interior. This is the healthcare organizer. Notice it's just a bunch of grids, a bunch of boxes, and then some labels, healthcare organizer again, and then lab tracker, very simple stuff. Just a few templates that you have to put together to create this type of book. Personal information, emergency contacts, insurance and pharmacy, pharmacy information, my physicians, etc., 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 hospitals, radiology, imaging. And so as you can see, it is a very simple book. It does take a little bit of time to put it all together, to make the lines, to write down the labels, to research the labels. However, I'm going to show you an easy way to create this book. Now, the best way to create this type of book is by using Creative Fabrica. I do this with a lot of logbooks. So all you do, make a search for, let's say, medical planner, and you're going to find all these results right here. Now, the key to this is to find an interior that is a Canva editable template. And it's very important that it's a Canva editable template, because it's going to make it easy for you to make edits, to customize, to make it original, and it's not going to take a lot of time. Now, if you want to check out Creative Fabrica, it's about $47 per year, which equates to about $3.99 per month. It's not going to break the bank, and it's going to offer you so much value. This is one of my all-time favorite resources for KDP, and it still is. And it's going to give you so many KDP interiors, fonts, images, lots of things that you can use to create your book, and even has this studio where you can create images with AI. Now, once you find a Canva editable template that you like, for example, this one right here, all you have to do is download it and then load it over to Canva. Now, once it's on Canva, it's going to look a little bit something like this. Yours might be black and white, but mine is colored, so I have to actually make edits to this. So what you can do is you can change the color of this to a gray scale type, something like this, something lighter, because you're going to be printing in black and white, so you don't really want color on your interior. So that's something that you can do to make edits like I'm doing right now. You can make this black. And then the other thing that you can do is you can easily change things out here. So for example, if you want to change this element, you can go ahead and ungroup this. You can go ahead and delete this. You can go to elements and you can find a heart, go to graphics, and then you can just find something here that you like. So let's do heartbeat. And let's say we want to use this one right here. So we instantly just changed it. And then we can also change the font. So instead of Poppins Bold, you can find something else that you want. And for example, there, I just changed it. And there you go. Now you can do this with every single page here. As you can see, this one's going to be medical condition. So what you can do, you can change the colors here. You can change the font. You can even add lines here if you want by going to elements here and then finding the line, which is going to be this one right here. And then you can make your own lines here if you wanted to, just like this, make the border weight down and then just place it where you want it. And then you can easily duplicate it like this. And then what you can do is you can highlight all of it. And then you can go ahead and space it evenly like this, tidy up. And then you can just move it where you want it like that. So you can put some lines, you can do that and just basically do that for all of the templates here. It makes it very easy if it's a Canva editable, because you can move pretty much everything. As you can see, I'm moving all of this. It makes it easy for you to make edits, and it's not going to take a lot of time, because once you finish a template, all you have to do is just duplicate it. And then you can choose what kind of templates you want. If you want the blood sugar tracker, the emergency hospital visit, medication tracker, you can kind of choose and build your book the way that you want, which is going to make it 100% original. Now, once you're done, you can easily just hit share, download this as a PDF print, all pages, which you're going to have typically over 100 pages. This one's just an example. And then color profile, if you're paying for Pro, CMYK, if it's free, use RGB. And then just hit download. All you have to do now is create a cover, and you're gonna have a completed book ready to upload onto KDP. Now, if you enjoyed this and you want more tutorials on KDP niches just like this, let me know by smashing the like button and commenting what niche you want me to work on, and I'll do that for you. Also, don't forget my KDP royalty roadmap, which is gonna help you create your first low content book on Amazon KDP. Go ahead, check it out. The link is down below. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.